Hello my dear friends and welcome again to Adventure Story channel video. Today my dear friends we will talk about the cranes. The cranes on the tanker and most of the vessel they are fitted for one reason. One reason? Not only one reason. The reason that they are fitted is to transfer personnel, to lift hoses, to make some operational jobs on board the vessel, to lift the goods that they are going on the vessel. Even our luggages transfer through the crane. So we must be really careful about the operation of the crane. First of all, the person who operates the crane must be familiar with all the procedures and all the safety of handling such equipment. Because as we know, our cranes are operated with hydraulic pressure which generates from a motor which driven with electric power. First of all, I have a question from my dear friend which follows the channel and he views also most of the videos and he's very active. Thank you for that, my dear friend, that you're interested here on this channel. So what I like to propose for engineers which also check the engine room cranes, the cranes, the hose handling cranes, the provision cranes. The most important thing that you will do, and there is some PMS program for checking the cranes, is to do a very good visual inspection of the cranes. So the visual inspection, and this is one of the part of the inspection of the cranes, will give you the overall condition of the cranes. So any leakages that determines this is the indication that something go wrong, that somewhere we have some leakage, and this leakage in any time can be increased and can lead to a damage or a stoppage of the operation. I have experienced some of the pipes was broken, a hydraulic pipe was broken, and also it's very necessary that you will be able to identify the spares. So also you must be prepared and you have your spares close and in one place where are always. The other thing that all that spare parts must be properly stored, not inside on the engine room and somewhere in the locker of the B deck or A deck, where is the temperature it's most cooler, because as we know these hose handling hoses can be deteriorate from the temperature. So we check the oil level, because inside the main body of the crane, which support all the way and keep all the weight of the crane here, we need to check that we have the appropriate oil level, because oil also cool down and also the quantity must be appropriate. So in case that we have some leakage, we will have some time to finish our operation and put our crane to the standby mode. So we need to check the oil quality, we need to check the gauges that are fine, we need to check the motor itself, we need to take also measurements on our main bearing here, which is around and holds our crane. That must be done properly, because if it's not done properly through the time, and also must specified engineers, service engineer attend to the vessel and make some appropriate measurements with the help of second engineer and third engineers, so they will learn also and specified on such items. The ropes must be checked, also the limiters must be checked, the limits of the crane, the stop, all these limits for sure, and must be compared with the settings of the manual. Another thing, starboard side cranes sometimes they have some limit of speed and limit of handle some kind of weights. Also this we must check that the valves, the hydraulic valves operate properly, that the crane will be stopped in case that we will pull more than appropriate weight. All this must be calculated, and for me the appropriate service engineer must come and check and verify and put his stamp that the thing has been checked and verify that everything is fine. All the limits I have said that must be checked and operational, proper greasing and maintenance must be done to the crane and the wire itself. Any leakages detected must be solved and observed for a time, and also the appropriate storage of the crane. It's really important. The storage position of the crane, it really matters. That crane must not be playing when stored in the storing position, must be firmly attached, because due to the waves and due to the weather, if the crane will play like that, it can lead to damage through the time, because as we know, ship is always moving equipment. Okay, so all that things we must take in consideration. We must have, as we tell, people that operate the crane, they must also familiar and always aware about what they are doing, and always make the appropriate checks appropriate time, also before arriving the vessel for the discharging port or the loading port. I have a good practice to go 5 days before or 1 week to check all the cranes and operate them to verify that everything is fine. This is the best solution, my dear friends. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments to do, leave it down below. Don't forget to check the previous videos. And also I have uploaded, my dear friends, previously some problems about cranes with images, which you can check in the previous videos. Check it, maybe it's in the playlist of marine engineering. I have a lot of playlists. Check there, and I believe you will be somehow satisfied. So my dear friends from Adventure Story channel, bye bye.